both Audrey Roloff and Marek. The really intriguing news is that December will mark the beginning of the new season. TLC will shortly inform us about the upcoming season. To find out more, keep watching. The star of Little People, Marek, is the spouse of Audrey Roloff. Big World gets funding from sources other than the TLC series. Despite his wife's massive $6 million net worth, according to Celebrity Net Worth, Chris makes his own money outside of reality TV. Hey guys, hope you are very well. Please do subscribe, give this video thumbs up. He often makes a nice livelihood as a real estate agent when he sells a sizable number of residences. Chris's estimated net worth is $1 million according to a lot of websites, such as Stars Offline and Distractify. Chris is the owner and operator of Portland, Oregon's Keller Williams Real Estate. In addition, he belongs to the Knipe Realty team, according to Zillow.com. According to the real estate website, the realtor has over 20 years of expertise in the field and has sold a sizable number of properties in the Portland area. According to Chris Zillow's About Me page, as of 2024, he had listed and sold over 179 homes, 2 of which had closing prices that were reported to be over $490,000. I take great satisfaction in offering my clients exceptional service. Feel free to get in touch with me. If free house buying or selling is what you're after, I would be happy to discuss your needs and make recommendations with you. The average yearly salary for a realtor in his area is $121,693, according to Glassdoor. During the season, Chris tried to use his real estate expertise to make some extra money. Amy and Chris, who together comprise 25 small people living in a large universe, began looking at houses and buying lavish homes with the goal of hosting weddings there. He has owned numerous businesses. Amy stated in the episode dated October 9, 2024, that you can still think of him as partially self-employed even though he works for a real estate company or anything else. Thus, this is essentially an extension of his previous endeavors to investigate the potential of another organization. However, Amy wasn't quite convinced about the process because she planned to start working when she was 85 years old. But in a single confessional, the mother of 4 revealed to the producers that although we must host a lot of them to cover a lot more expenses than she would have thought in her later years, she hesitates to host them when necessary. At my age, I'm not sure if I still fight like that. Chris worked as a photographer, but he was also a successful real estate agent. Most of his early work has not been developed further. Every year around pumpkin season, the realtor decides to help his wife's former husband, Matt Roloff, even though he definitely doesn't need the Roloff Farms for extra income. In October 2021, Roloff Farms' official Instagram account shared a picture of Amy's Luo-inspired Halloween costume on Instagram stories. Amy and Chris were sitting side by side on the farm. Every time Amy visits the patch, she dons something new. As of right now, the narrative caption claims that in 2022, amid Matt's dispute with his son Zach Roloff, Chris took over as the guide for private farm tours. Advocates of the Small People, Big World movement have recently targeted Audrey Roloff for what they see as another fabrication. What happened to the mother of 4 this time, and what remarks did TLC viewers make? In addition to family updates featuring the kids, followers of Audrey and Jeremy Roloff on Little People, Big World can always count on the couple to post something controversial from the perspective of staying up to date and highlighting your changes. This is a smart move, but a lot of fans are sick of their shenanigans, especially the way they constantly exaggerate things. Not so long ago, viewers of Little People, Big World called Audrey out for something they perceived as a blatant lie. Though a lot of people think that being happy with your husband is always a good thing, Audrey Roloff often goes too far in showing off her marriage to Jeremy Roloff to her fan base. Recounting what supposedly happened to her and Jeremy Roloff during a recent dinner date, the little folks, this is especially true even years after a marriage. Big World, a mother of 4, recently told her admirers a tale. According to Audrey, their waiter saw the chemistry between her and her partner and commented on it. The person serving said to Audrey that you should keep eating your Wheaties and getting into relationships since it seems to be working. Audrey tells the tale. Audrey went on to remark that the vast majority of Little People, Big World followers believe that this interaction between Jeremy, Audrey, and their waiter never happened, even though people routinely notice this about them when they are out and about and their bond is husband and wife. Supporters weren't afraid to call Audrey out when she made up stories in order to get power. This time around, a Small People, Big World commenter for $500, Alex uttered things that had never happened before. The frequency with which she has now claimed that this has happened is embarrassing. Actually, another commenter claimed that if someone did it, it would terrify them out. What makes you watching us? Besides, I wouldn't watch or talk about their dinner date with a stranger as an older couple. How strange doesn't concern anyone. And when they walked out, the whole restaurant applauded. A third person said, "No, but to be honest, I never could have imagined this happening, maybe because they were on TV. Good for them, he." Audrey Roloff of Little People, Big World confronts a smelly home on Instagram. Her family still has a tradition of peeing on chairs, but it's not considered one of her children. Audrey Roloff is a busy woman who looks after her 4 children and dogs. She tries to work as much as she can as well. She has a lot of work to do every day because she and her husband, Jeremy Roloff, recently relaunched their podcast, but she still makes a conscious effort to do everything on her to-do list for the small ones. The Big World reality star admits that having 4 kids is challenging. She faces the same issue as Jeremy in finding a work-life balance. Every morning, they had to choose who will watch the kids and who will work. Nevertheless, she thinks that having 4 kids was easier than having only 2. Since Mirabella is the newest addition of Audrey and Jeremy's family, she is grateful for her simplicity. She should also be grateful for her ability to do her responsibilities on schedule because she receives enough sleep. But it's not simply her kids that keep her occupied. Audrey has had numerous issues with her cat, who she shares her home with. She recently acknowledged that her favorite chair smells like cat crap. Given that it's more than simply her favorite chair, she is not pleased about it. Additionally, it has a fantastic view out of the window that faces it. The ex-member of Little People, Huge World, admits that she has tried every solution to get rid of the odor. She claims that her cat spends the majority of its time outside. When she is available in the evening, though, she does provide an abundance on the chair. So for the duration of the evening, she places a sharp mat on the chair in an effort to stop her. In addition, Audrey has added more litter boxes outside and kept them separate from the cat's food. She has also tried giving her cat wet food and a medication for anxiousness in her house. However, nothing is working. The reality TV personality also reveals that her cat has a habit of switching its tail, which she and Jeremy speculate could be connected to the reason the cat urinates on the chair at night. They haven't discovered a workaround, though. Audrey Roloff admits she is not going to get up on the cat. Ember might become very furious if they took her daughter out, she warned. Additionally, she thinks the cat is simply too cute to give up on the small humans. Many pieces of advice were given to Big World star by her fans. Someone thinks the cat might be diseased, while another asks if it has been spayed. If that hasn't already helped, they believe it might. Audrey reveals that when she took her cat to the vet, the professionals frequently found nothing wrong with her that needed to be done. Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribe to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you all.